The Game Awards just dropped some huge announcements, and today we're diving into the most exciting upcoming games revealed during the show. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on the latest gaming news and updates. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is an upcoming action-adventure game that revisits the franchise's 2D roots with modernized mechanics and artistic flair. Developed by the Game Kitchen, known for Blasphemous, and published by Dotemu in collaboration with Koei Tecmo, the game promises a nostalgic yet fresh experience for fans of the series. The story focuses on Ryu Hayabusa's journey to America, following his father's last wishes, only to find the demon world breaching the human realm during his absence. Players will primarily control Kenji Mozu, a young ninja tasked with defending their village against demonic invasions. The game emphasizes intense platforming, precise combat, and intricate level designs inspired by the original Ninja Gaiden games. Helldivers 2, Omens of Tyranny, introduces a fresh and thrilling chapter to the game's ongoing narrative. This new update marks the return of the Illuminate faction, a highly intelligent and technologically advanced species that was thought to have been eradicated after the First Galactic War. Their sudden re-emergence presents a formidable challenge for the Helldivers, who must now confront these mysterious invaders alongside the usual threats. The Omens of Tyranny update adds new missions and gameplay elements designed to push Helldivers to their limits. The Illuminate's reappearance disrupts the peace that had reigned for almost a century, prompting the Helldivers to once again take up arms. The update also introduces fresh challenges, including more powerful enemies and new combat strategies, ensuring that both seasoned players and newcomers will find exciting content to explore. This update is available for free and brings with it further improvements to the core gameplay experience. Solasta 2, officially known as Solasta, Crown of the Magister, is the second major entry in the Solasta series, a tactical role-playing game set in a rich fantasy world. Developed by Tactical Adventures, this title stands out due to its close adherence to the tabletop RPG rule set of Dungeons & Dragons, allowing players to experience a truly tactical turn-based gameplay. The game emphasizes strategic positioning, environmental interaction, and decision-making, often drawing comparisons to classic D&D tabletop experiences. The game features a variety of ancestries and classes, including familiar D&D staples such as elves, dwarves, and humans, alongside classes like wizards, fighters, and rogues. Players can expect deep character customization, including backgrounds and archetypes that influence both abilities and story interactions. Each character's progression is tightly linked to the rules of D&D, creating a dynamic combat system where verticality and tactical choices can turn the tide of battle. The game's narrative spans multiple acts, with a mix of main story quests and side quests that deepen the lore and expand the world of Solasta. The Witcher 4, the highly anticipated next chapter in CD Projekt Red's saga, marks the start of a new trilogy in the Witcher universe. The game is set to feature Ciri as the central protagonist, shifting the focus from Geralt, although fans can expect his presence to linger in some capacity. This continuation follows The Witcher 3, expanding on its rich, dark fantasy world with an emphasis on immersive storytelling. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, the game promises to push the boundaries of open-world exploration, offering one of the most ambitious and visually stunning entries in the series. The storyline will take Ciri, a skilled monster slayer, on a new journey through unfamiliar territories, possibly including places outside of the Northern Kingdoms. While specific details on the game's setting and mechanics are still under wraps, fans can expect The Witcher 4 to follow a grand narrative arc, paving the way for additional titles in the series. Production is ramping up, with the development team now numbering over 400 people. While a precise release date is not confirmed, the game is expected to launch on next-gen platforms. Elden Ring Nightreign is a highly anticipated addition to the Elden Ring universe, blending elements from Software's iconic titles. It features a dynamic story with familiar faces and new challenges, including characters and bosses from games like Dark Souls and Sekiro. The trailer teases powerful moments, including a potential appearance of Godwyn the Golden. The game introduces a fresh 3-player co-op mode, encouraging teamwork in battles with combo attacks and a revive mechanic. Additionally, it incorporates roguelike elements, offering replayable dungeon runs that enhance the challenge and exploration. Expect a thrilling mix of old and new lore and gameplay innovations. Killing Floor 3 is set to expand the action horror FPS series with more intense gameplay, launching in early 2025. Set in a dystopian future of 2091, humanity faces the devastating consequences of Megacorp Horzine's bioengineering, with monstrous Zeds threatening to wipe out the world. Players join the rebel group Nightfall, tasked with taking down these horrifying creatures in cooperative, wave-based combat. Up to 6 players can team up, using a vast arsenal of weapons and tools to fight off the increasingly difficult hordes. One Move Away is an upcoming narrative puzzle game that blends sentimental storytelling with interactive gameplay. Developed by Rampage Games and published by PlayStack, it is set to release in 2025 for PlayStation 5 and possibly other platforms. The game centers on the process of packing and moving house, with an emphasis on how players organize or hazardly pack belongings. Each object tells part of the story, connecting 3 interwoven narratives that explore the lives of the characters. You'll uncover emotional connections and memories tied to the items, bringing depth to the experience. Gameplay focuses on choice and creativity, allowing players to approach tasks neatly or chaotically while ensuring progress. The central mechanic of packing items not only serves as a puzzle element, but also reveals clues about the characters' personal journeys. Slay the Spire 2 is the eagerly awaited sequel to the critically acclaimed deck-building roguelike, Slay the Spire. Developed by Megacrit, this new installment is built from scratch using a new game engine, delivering modern visuals, enhanced modding capabilities, and a host of fresh gameplay experiences. It expands on its predecessor's innovative mechanics while retaining the core formula that made the original a genre-defining success. The game promises new characters, cards, and relics to provide diverse strategies and challenges, along with environments and enemies that elevate the procedurally generated adventure. The developers are committed to refining the beloved roguelike deck-building elements with innovative features that remain under wraps, but are designed to surprise and engage both new and returning players. Dave the Diver in the Jungle is an exciting upcoming DLC for the popular indie game Dave the Diver. This expansion shifts the setting from the iconic blue hole to a dense and vibrant jungle environment, offering a fresh twist on the game's well-loved combination of underwater exploration and sushi restaurant management. Players will join Dave and his crew on an adventurous journey into new climates, facing challenges, discovering unique fish species, and creating new sushi recipes inspired by their jungle halls. The DLC hints at maintaining the core gameplay loop of fishing by day and serving sushi by night, though it may introduce new mechanics tailored to the jungle setting. The storyline is likely to expand, featuring Dave's interactions with his team and perhaps new characters, as teased in the trailer. It's unclear whether the sushi bar will relocate entirely to the jungle or remain based in its original setting. Thick as Thieves is an intriguing cooperative game set in an alternate history version of Edinburgh, where supernatural elements shape a starkly divided society. The rich elite hoard wealth and power, leaving the lower classes to struggle for survival. Players step into the shoes of daring thieves, aiming to redistribute wealth by executing elaborate heists. Success hinges on assembling a skillful team, utilizing clever tactics, and occasionally relying on a bit of luck, offering a mix of thrilling missions and narrative depth. Players are challenged to balance their noble motives of aiding the oppressed with the allure of personal gain. The combination of historical inspiration and supernatural twists makes this a unique entry in the cooperative heist genre. Shadow Labyrinth is a 2D action platformer and a genre-twisting alternate take on the iconic Pac-Man. As Swordsman Number 8, awoken by a floating yellow orb, on a mysterious planet where relics from past wars remain, you are chosen to become the instrument of its will. To survive, you will discover many secrets, start preying on your enemies, and become the apex predator as you embrace your true purpose. Search the remnants of an age-old intergalactic conflict started long before your arrival and discover new powers and abilities. Use them to traverse an alien world as you battle dangerous creatures and evolved monstrosities. From the creators of the multi-award-winning mining sandbox, Core Keeper comes an all-new mystical multiplayer adventure. Cross into a realm of ruins where every pixel is a tool to create something new. Mine precious resources, craft physics-altering wands, take on powerful bosses, and build your base by terraforming the world around you. Journey into the unexpected in a procedurally generated open world. Rematch is an upcoming 5v5 online soccer game. The game adopts a third-person perspective, immersing players in fast-paced matches set in vibrant arenas. Players control individual team members, seamlessly switching roles, including a uniquely designed goalkeeper with special abilities. With no fouls or offsides, the focus is on fluid mechanics, skill-based strategies, and teamwork. Rematch features competitive and quick play modes, seasonal updates, and customization options. Catly is an upcoming open-world adventure game centered around hyper-realistic cats, blending action, exploration, and creativity in a vibrant and expansive world. The game promises an immersive experience where players can live the life of a cat in a detailed, lush environment, complete with realistic cat behaviors and interactions. You'll be able to explore various islands, each with its own unique landscapes, including snowy areas, lush forests, and futuristic cityscapes. The game also integrates a variety of activities such as fashion customization, cuddling, speed challenges, and even interactions with robots and plants, all while featuring stunning, highly detailed visuals. The Outer Worlds 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the acclaimed The Outer Worlds. Set in a new star system, the game promises to expand on its predecessor's open-world RPG formula while maintaining its signature humor and narrative-driven gameplay. The game features a fresh story, introducing new characters, factions, and environments, all set against a backdrop of space colonization and corporate control. The narrative will once again be heavily influenced by player choices, with the freedom to shape the outcome of key events. While specifics about the plot remain under wraps, it's clear that The Outer Worlds 2 will continue to offer players the chance to explore an expansive universe filled with moral dilemmas, unique companions, and various factions vying for control. Split Fiction is an upcoming co-op game from Hazelight Studios, the creators of acclaimed titles like It Takes Two and A Way Out. The game is expected to feature dynamic co-op gameplay, following in the footsteps of its predecessors with a fresh twist. Split Fiction introduces a unique mechanic that involves dynamic screen sharing, allowing the screen to switch between different orientations, such as vertical, horizontal, and diagonal splits as players interact. This mechanic aims to enhance the co-op experience by creating new challenges and collaborative moments for players. Hazelight is known for its emotionally driven narratives and cooperative gameplay, and Split Fiction is anticipated to push those elements even further. Steel Hunters is a dynamic, sci-fi third-person shooter that thrusts players into intense, strategic co-op gameplay where they control massive mechs known as Hunters. Set in a futuristic gladiatorial arena, players engage in battles against enormous behemoths in large outdoor environments. The game features a mix of exploration and combat, as each team of 4 players hunts down their target while also competing against other squads for resources and victory. The Long Dark 2 Blackfrost is an upcoming survival game and the highly anticipated sequel to The Long Dark, developed by Hinterland Studio. Set in the same unforgiving, post-apocalyptic wilderness, Blackfrost promises to push the survival experience even further. While the original game focused on surviving the harsh cold after a geomagnetic disaster, Blackfrost introduces new elements and mechanics, including co-op gameplay, allowing players to face the elements together in this frozen world. The game, set to enter early access in 2026, will continue the franchise's focus on atmosphere, narrative depth, and realistic survival mechanics. Borderlands 4 is set to take players on an all-new adventure in the looter-shooter series, with an expected release in 2025. This latest entry continues the saga with fresh mechanics and a brand new planet to explore. Players will assume the role of a legendary vault hunter on the hostile world of Kairos, where the tyrannical timekeeper rules with an iron fist. A cataclysmic event disrupts the Timekeeper's order, and players will have to rise up against this oppressive regime. The game introduces an expanded skill tree system, offering deeper customization for each Vault Hunter, allowing for more varied and personal playstyles. Alongside the traditional action-packed combat, Borderlands 4 will incorporate new traversal mechanics, such as the ability to summon vehicles for exploring the vast landscapes of Kairos. As always, dynamic, fast-paced co-op gameplay allows players to team up with friends for thrilling multiplayer experiences, while solo players can also engage with the rich story and side missions. Project Century is an exciting new game revealed by Sega and Ryuga Gotoku Studio, known for their work on the Yakuza and Like a Dragon series. Set in Japan in 1915, the game promises a compelling blend of humor and brutal combat, offering a unique historical setting. The trailer presented at the Game Awards showcased the game's tone, which might hint at it being part of the Like a Dragon universe. Though, this connection hasn't been confirmed yet. Project Century is already generating buzz among fans. The game's mix of action, storytelling, and period-specific intrigue makes it an intriguing project for those familiar with RGG Studio's style. Fans can expect additional updates and announcements from RGG Studio in 2025, leading up to the 20th anniversary of the Yakuza franchise. Turok Origins revives the classic franchise, bringing an intense third-person shooter experience to modern platforms. Developed by Saber Interactive in collaboration with Universal Products and Experiences, this title immerses players in a world overrun by both prehistoric dinosaurs and a new alien menace. DNA extracted from foes grants evolving powers, offering tactical advantages in combat. Whether solo or in co-op, Turok Origins promises thrilling action and a nostalgic yet fresh gameplay experience. Warframe 1999 is an exciting upcoming expansion in Warframe. It introduces a gripping questline called The Hex, set in the year 1999, where players explore the city-state of Helldivers. In this storyline, a group of proto-frames, including Arthur, seeks to find Dr. Entrati while combating mysterious infested humanoids armed with late 90s technology in an abandoned subway system. The expansion bridges the past with the present, revealing how Dr. Entrati, a key figure in Warframe's lore, traveled back in time to protect his assistant Lloyd from an ominous force known as the Man in the Wall. As players dive into this new expansion, they'll experience a narrative that blends Warframe's signature action with a unique 1990s atmosphere, featuring memorable locations like Helldivers Central Mall. The quest builds on the storylines from previous updates like the Duviri Paradox and the Lotus Eaters, providing a deep lore experience. The expansion also features replayable quests and will be central to future Warframe content. The Palworld feybreak DLC, launching on December 23, 2024, is set to significantly expand the game. This update introduces a new island, along with new pals, such as dragon-like and humanoid creatures, each with unique abilities. The DLC also features new weapons like sci-fi armor, shotguns, and machine guns, plus new building designs with a Japanese aesthetic. A new faction, led by a Nordic warrior, will challenge players. Best of all content is free for existing Palworld owners. Onimusha Way of the Sword marks the return of the beloved Onimusha franchise, combining action-packed swordplay with a dark fantasy narrative. The trailer teases an atmospheric world with scenes of decaying temples where mystical powers seem to play a key role. Players will engage in intense combat against both human and monstrous foes, with dramatic encounters against towering beasts and giant warriors. A central figure wielding a powerful gauntlet hints at the supernatural abilities players will harness. The tone of the trailer, which emphasizes the protagonist's struggle with humanity, hints at a deeper, existential journey. Fans of the series can expect a continuation of its trademark blend of samurai action and supernatural horror. The first Berserker, Khazan, is an upcoming single-player action RPG set in the same universe as Dungeon Fighter Online. The game blends fast-paced hardcore combat with a rich narrative and stylized anime-inspired visuals. The game follows the story of Khazan, a legendary warrior and former general of the Pel Lost Empire. After saving the Empire from the Dragon Legion, he is betrayed, falsely accused of treason, and exiled. The player takes control of Khazan as he embarks on a journey of vengeance against those who orchestrated his downfall. The narrative focuses on themes of betrayal, vengeance, and redemption, with the game pushing Khazan into hostile territories where his skills are tested in fierce battles. The combat system, central to the game's appeal, draws heavily from Dungeon Fighter Online's iconic combos and weapon usage, but with a modern 3D twist. The developers aim for a challenging gameplay experience, not categorizing it as a Souls-like, but still embracing a similarly punishing difficulty with intricate, aggressive combat sequences. The game's bosses are notorious for their difficulty, and the overall experience is designed to reward players with a profound sense of achievement for overcoming tough challenges. Dying Light: The Beast is an upcoming installment in the Dying Light series, slated for release in the summer of 2025. This new chapter brings back Kyle Crane, the protagonist from the first game, in a thrilling standalone adventure set in the post-apocalyptic region of Castor Woods, once a popular tourist destination. After enduring 13 years of brutal experiments, Crane escapes and embarks on a quest for vengeance against his captors, only to uncover a much larger threat. The game continues the series' signature open-world exploration and fast-paced parkour gameplay, with a deeper focus on combat. Crane's transformation into something more primal adds a new layer to his brutal hand-to-hand combat, as he faces both undead and human enemies. The game introduces a more animalistic side to Crane's abilities, expanding on the unique combat mechanics seen in previous entries. The brutal action, gore, and high-octane parkour will be central to the experience, providing players with intense and dynamic gameplay. Dying Light: The Beast will offer a rich narrative filled with revenge, redemption, and survival in a world overrun by the undead. Stage Fright is an upcoming cooperative adventure game developed by Ghost Town Games, the creators behind the popular Overcooked. The game introduces a fresh experience with an emphasis on teamwork and chaotic puzzle-solving gameplay. In Stage Fright, players take on the roles of characters Drew, Blake, and Charlie as they explore a mysterious town, solve escape room-style puzzles, and uncover an ancient mystery. The game combines elements of Luigi's Mansion and Overcooked, delivering fun, fast-paced moments filled with challenges that require players to cooperate. Designed from the ground up for two-player co-op, Stage Fright will feature both online and local couch co-op modes, making it accessible to players of all skill levels. The game encourages communication and teamwork, offering a pick-up-and-play experience where the challenge is more about strategy and collaboration than precise controls. Players will switch between characters, each with their own unique perspective, to navigate the story's twists and turns. Game of Thrones Kingsroad, an exciting upcoming title from Netmarble, is set to immerse players in the world of Westeros in 2025. This open-world action RPG offers an expansive experience that bridges the gap between the popular TV series and the original A Song of Ice and Fire novels. Players will step into the shoes of a character from House Tyre, a new addition to the lore, whose journey unfolds in the frosty north, including areas near Winterfell and the Wall. The game will allow extensive character customization, including class selection from 3 options: Sellsword, Knight, and Assassin. Each class influences gameplay and how players approach their quest for power in the Seven Kingdoms. The narrative is set between the 4th and 5th seasons of the Game of Thrones series, bringing fans deeper into familiar territories while introducing new characters and stories exclusive to this game. Players will be able to explore Westeros with an immersive RPG experience, promising thrilling adventures filled with dragons, political intrigue, and epic battles. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered for PC has officially been announced and is set for release in 2025. This highly anticipated port follows the success of the PC release of the first game, The Last of Us Part 1, and offers PC players a chance to experience the sequel with enhanced features. The Remastered Edition, which debuted on PS5 earlier this year, includes graphical improvements, new content like developer commentary, a roguelike survival mode, and the option to freely play Ellie's guitar. PC gamers can expect full support for advanced upscaling technologies, ensuring a superior visual experience. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is an exciting new addition to the Sonic franchise, set to bring fast-paced racing back to the spotlight. The racing mechanics are expected to be refined, building on the legacy of Sonic's previous racing games while adding new features. Mafia: The Old Country is an upcoming action-adventure game that serves as a prequel to the original Mafia series. The game transports players to the early 1900s in Sicily, where they will explore the origins of organized crime. The narrative takes place in the fictional town of San Celeste, which was previously featured in Mafia 2. The game's setting is crucial to its story, as it delves into the complex rise of the Mafia during this period. Mafia: The Old Country is designed with a focus on a gritty, narrative-driven experience, following in the footsteps of previous games like Mafia 3, but with a return to the linear storytelling that fans of the first Mafia game appreciated. The game will feature immersive details like full Sicilian voice acting, which aims to enhance the authenticity of the setting. Dispatch is an upcoming superhero workplace comedy game set to launch in 2025, developed by Ad Hoc Studio. Set in modern-day Los Angeles, the game follows Robert Robertson, aka Mecha Man, whose mech suit is destroyed in a battle with his nemesis. Forced to take a desk job at a superhero dispatch center, Robertson transitions from hero to dispatcher. In this new role, he's tasked with managing a roster of ex-supervillains and navigating office dynamics, while attempting to rebuild his suit for a chance at revenge. From light-hearted interactions in the break room to critical life-or-death decisions in the field, every choice impacts character relationships and the unfolding narrative. Each hero comes with distinct quirks and challenges, requiring players to manage their roster effectively to keep the team and city together. Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet is an upcoming action-adventure game being developed by Naughty Dog for the PlayStation 5. Set thousands of years in the future, it follows the story of Jordan A. Munn, a dangerous bounty hunter who becomes stranded on a remote planet called Simperia. This planet's communications with the outside universe have been cut off for over 600 years, and anyone who has tried to explore its mysteries has never returned. Jordan must use all her skills and ingenuity to escape, making her the first person in centuries to leave the planet's orbit. The game promises to deliver an emotionally charged narrative, combining deep, character-driven storytelling with innovative gameplay. The project is led by Naughty Dog, known for their work on The Last of Us and Uncharted, and aims to push the studio's gameplay boundaries further than ever before. Den of Wolves is an upcoming co-op heist game from 10 Chambers, the Swedish studio known for its work on Payday 2 and GTFO. Set in the sprawling, high-tech Midway City, the game introduces a dystopian world where late-stage capitalism has spiraled out of control, with powerful corporations at the heart of a chaotic urban environment. The game's storyline revolves around high-stakes heists and corporate espionage, where players navigate through massive indoor and outdoor maps to complete jobs, often involving sabotage, assassinations, and data theft. STALCRAFT is an online multiplayer survival game that blends first-person shooting with strategic gameplay. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, it offers a unique blend of open-world exploration, intense combat, and resource management, all while immersing players in a radioactive wasteland filled with mysterious anomalies, dangerous creatures, and hostile factions. The upcoming Operations update introduces several exciting changes and improvements, aiming to deepen the gameplay experience. It will bring new in-game operations that allow players to engage in more structured missions, offering a variety of objectives ranging from tactical team-based challenges to solo survival tests. Additionally, the update will introduce new content, such as weapons, equipment, and areas to explore, alongside enhanced game mechanics designed to increase the depth of both combat and survival aspects. Fragpunk is an upcoming competitive hero shooter that promises to stand out in the fast-paced FPS genre. What sets Fragpunk apart from other shooters is its dynamic card system, which introduces a unique mechanic for each round. Players will select shard cards before starting, which modify the game's rules and objectives, adding an unpredictable element to every match. The game pits two teams of 5 players against each other in 5v5 combat, where players either plant a converter in enemy zones or defend against attackers. Along with the card system, Fragpunk features 10 heroes, each with distinct abilities, and 15 different weapons to choose from, providing plenty of strategic options. In terms of business model, Fragpunk will be free to play, and all cards will be available for free at launch, ensuring a level playing field for everyone, right from the start. Dungeon & Fighter ARAD is an upcoming open-world action RPG developed by Nexon, expanding the beloved Dungeon & Fighter franchise. Set in the vibrant and expansive continent of ARAD, the game promises intense combat action, diverse character classes, and a deep storyline, all underpinned by stunning visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5. Players will experience high-paced battles and exploration, moving through various environments filled with monsters and challenges. Initially revealed in 2023, the game was renamed and is set to launch across PC, consoles, and mobile platforms. The game's open-world design allows for full cross-platform play, bringing together players from different devices for an interconnected experience. This game will allow fans of the franchise to explore ARAD in a way they've never experienced before, offering not just dynamic combat, but also a rich narrative intertwined with unique character backstories and abilities. Splitgate 2, the highly anticipated sequel to the 2021 multiplayer shooter, is set for release in 2025. The game is designed to be a major leap forward, with the team rebuilding it entirely in Unreal Engine 5. This version promises a more polished, AAA quality experience, offering fast-paced, portal-driven action that combines elements of classic arena shooters with innovative new mechanics. The core of Splitgate 2 remains its unique blend of FPS action with portal mechanics, a concept that made its predecessor so popular. Players can expect new features like faction-based multiplayer, where you can choose from 3 distinct factions, each with its own playstyle: the Agile Arrows, the time-manipulating Meridian, and the powerful Sabrask. In addition to these, the game introduces fresh maps, weapons, and game modes, enriching the fast-paced combat with more variety and strategic depth. And that's a wrap on today's breakdown of the upcoming games from the Game Awards. Which one are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more coverage on all things gaming. Catch you in the next one.